Nigeria is on the outside looking into the BRICS. And they chose to align with the USA using arms and equipment purchase. That's fine. South Africa is a founding nation of the BRICS and chooses to align with its partners. That's also fine. The question left for us as Africans is this. Until when will Africa continue looking outside of itself for help, ladies and gentlemen? Since the arrest of Maduro and his wife, there hasn't been any conveyance of a meeting by the African Union. Why? There hasn't been any reports of a summit coming for ECOWAS. Why? What I see happen is African countries choosing either to run to the USA or to the East. But why are we not running to our organization? What about what we created here? Do the leaders of AU have any hope in the organization we have here, ladies and gentlemen? If you are afraid Trump might be targeting you next, why aren't you sitting and planning with your people, ladies and gentlemen? Why aren't you sitting and planning with Africans? I guess I know why, folks. They know AU is a toothless bulldog. AU has zero muscles, and it's irrelevant. African leaders know it. The West knows it. China and Russia know it. We are literally comparable to Christmas chicken. You spend the whole year feeding the Christmas chicken, sheltering it, but ultimately you are waiting to slaughter it on Christmas Day. That's how they see us, ladies and gentlemen. I thought this event in Venezuela will bring Africans together. I expected there to be an impromptu AU security summit. At least I was expecting there to be an ECOWAS summit. But nope. That's not what's happening. That ain't happening, ladies and gentlemen. Every African leader is rather looking outside for where to affiliate. Let me say this before it happens. From today, ladies and gentlemen, mark my words. You will see in the news one by one African countries going back buying military equipment from the USA or China or Russia. This is going to be common in the coming days or maybe years, and every one of those purchases will be a sign of where those countries align. Mark my words.